And when you get almost to the edge of your paper, you're going to curve that down because there's going to be an ear right here. Okay? And then we're going to do a nice gentle curve over on this side. And we're going to make an ear over here as well. So find, just over a little bit, find a space right here and draw a line coming down.
I can't feel that.
Here's my ear. I'm going to sketch in kind of an edge right there. Okay? And right here, I'm going to draw a little curve underneath it to show kind of where that ear connects with the head. Now I'm going to draw the ear on this side. Okay, so I'll just draw a line coming down. And then I'm going to draw the edge of this puppy's face. Okay. And from right down here, I'm going to draw the bottom jaw. I'm going to indicate kind of where his belly is right here. And then I'm going to sketch in his paw that we can see right over here. Just a little suggestion of a paw. And it's going to come back into his body back here. We're not going to see a lot of detail with his body. We're mostly just going to see his face. And then right here, we're going to draw another leg coming out here. Okay? So now I'm going to start adding the eyes and the nose and all of that fun stuff. So now, right in this section here, I'm going to sketch an eye. And right over here, I'm going to sketch another eye. Okay, I'm going to sketch in its nose. Okay, so there's my basic puppy. Okay, I'm going to sketch in some of these lines a little bit darker so you guys can see them better. And I'm going to give you guys some time to catch up. So, go ahead and finish sketching out your basic shapes for your puppy. It's a Labrador puppy. So we're going to go ahead and shade in the darkest part of our picture, which is going to be our eyes. If you want to, you can leave a little sparkle for your puppy's eyes. I'm going to leave a little sparkle on mine. So shade those in dark. This is going to be some of the darkest shading that we'll see in our picture. Shade this eye in as well. Leave your sparkle. If you decided to put a sparkle in, leave that. Okay? And then we're also going to add shading to the nose. Okay? We're going to shade this in. Oh, your puppy's so adorable. I have it. You can have yours.
I haven't done mine.
Okay? And where his nostrils are, we're going to make that a little bit darker right in there. So go ahead and shade that a little bit darker. going to shade just a little bit of a dark shadow coming up here, away from the nose, and a dark shadow right underneath his nose. Okay, then we're going to leave just a little highlight and then a little dark shadow on his chin. Okay, so just a little bit of shading around here. We're going to draw in right here just a little curved line to kind of indicate some transition. And then there's a bit more of a curve here. We're going to shade this area underneath his ear kind of dark. Not quite as dark as we did on the nose, but kind of dark. We'll also have a little area back in here that is going to be shaded dark as well.
Do you like reading your voices?
Usually. We're going to shade in that ear. We're going to add a dark shadow to this edge of this ear. So add a little shadow there. We're going to add just a little bit of a wrinkle. Okay, so add some shading on there. Excellent. That was great. Then I'm going to add just a little bit of shading around his eyes.
This looks like a puppy.
A little bit of shading around his eyes. Got a little shadow up here. Shadow underneath. I'm going to shade on his nose a little bit. Sometimes when you're shading furry animals, it's kind of nice to add your shadow in the direction that the fur is growing. Okay, we're going to make his leg now. So I'm going to shade kind of dark on the bottom edge. And I'm going to indicate like a little toe here where we're starting to see the split, but we can't see all of it because it's going off the edge of the page. So just a little indication there. I'm going to add a little shadow right under here because he's laying on the floor and he's creating a shadow on the floor.
You did all good.
Little shadow on his belly.
She made her own. I tried drawing hers, but
so now I'm going to shade in his leg over here. Going to make it a little darker here in the front and get lighter as it goes back. I'm going to draw in some toes.
I love Mark. We take art for every subject. has a lot of farms, but I didn't really live with them. Why do you want to live there? I want to.
So I'm basically done with my puppy. So when you're finished with your puppy, you can go ahead and add your signature to your artwork.
I'll add my
Make it look awesome. I'm going to add just a little bit of detail here for his wish